Our first vocabulary word is park. Park. It's a place, a public area. Public area. What does that mean? You have a public area and a private area. A public area, everybody can go there. It's not private property, somebody's house, where they say, you can't come into my property. It's a public area. All the citizens can go there. All the people can go there. You can go there to rest, right? Lay in the sun. You can walk. You can play. You can walk your dog, ride your bike. Just be careful and respect other people in the park. Park is an outdoor area. Okay, that's our first word, the park. Second, a zoo. Great, is this your favorite place to go to? Have you been to a zoo before? If not, I recommend that you go to a zoo soon. You can see many different kinds of animals. For example, in the picture, we can see a giraffe. Can you see a giraffe in the park? No, of course not. That's crazy. But you can go to a zoo and see giraffes and maybe lions, monkeys, penguins. You can see all sorts of animals from all over the world. So a zoo is a place where various kinds of animals are kept for people, that's you and me, to go and see them. Okay? So if you haven't been to a zoo, I recommend it. Okay. Our next word is, it's actually two words, childcare center. Childcare center. There are many centers in your neighborhood. Childcare is an adjective. It's the type of center, right? You might have a sports center, right? But in this case, we have a childcare center. So center is a place that is made for a specific purpose. In this case, it's a place where children are taken care of while their parents go to work. If your mom and your dad both work, they're not at home to take care of you. And if you're too young to go to school, you should go to a child care center. Sometimes people call them daycare center. It's the same thing. Child care center, daycare center, same thing. So people other than your parents can take care of you while your parents are busy during the day. Okay, so that's a child care center. Our next word is a type of person. The type of person here is an artist. Artist. An artist is a person who paints, in this case, paints or draws or makes some kind of art. Artists are very creative. They have a big imagination, and they use that imagination to make art, whether it's painting or making a sculpture or drawing or whatever. They are artists. Okay. Next, we have a word, improve. Now, this is a verb. It talks about an action to make something better than before. When you improve something, you make it better than it was before. Now, you can also improve yourself. Every day, you can learn something new, and that's how you improve yourself. So, good word, right? Okay, let's continue. Next, we have avenue. Avenue. Now, an avenue, we can also say it's a street, but there are many kinds of street. An avenue is a wide street in a city, right? It's a nice street, maybe trees, lots of Well, lots of cars. In some cities, though, avenues can be a little smaller, but they have many trees, and in a nice neighborhood, it's an avenue. We can also call it a street. We can call it a road. Some streets are boulevards. Boulevard is a very wide avenue in a city. So an avenue is just a wide street in a city. It's another word for street. There are many kinds of streets. Okay. Next, we have another type of person. This type of person is a scientist. A scientist. Notice the white lab coat and the gloves. Sometimes they wear protective glasses because sometimes scientists do experiments with dangerous chemicals, right? Just a scientist is someone who is looking for more knowledge. They are constantly improving their mind, their knowledge. So a scientist is a person who studies science, but really it's a person who studies nature and things that happen in the natural world. And they want to know why, how, right? They want to know these questions. Maybe you want to know these questions. Maybe you will grow up to be a scientist one day. Okay. Next, we have an architect. Oh, that's a difficult word. Repeat after me. Architect. 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 An architect is a person who designs buildings. They don't make the buildings, they design the building. So if you like to draw and you like big buildings, maybe you can become an architect. You can draw and plan buildings. And then many people will build a building based on your design. Pretty cool, huh? So architect. Okay. Next we have an inventor. Many things that we use in our life, right? They were made for the first time by someone a long time ago, or maybe nowadays just a few years ago. These people are inventors. They make new machines. They make new tools. So an inventor is someone who makes something new, a person who makes something new. And we have a picture of a famous inventor, Thomas Edison. He's famous for many inventions. Probably the most famous invention is the light bulb. Bing, right? We have electric light bulbs thanks to Thomas Edison. Okay.
Lesson 2. Living in a neighborhood. Park. A public area where people go to rest, walk, and play. Zoo. A place where various kinds of animals are kept for people to see. Childcare center. A place where children are taken care of while their parents are at work. Artist. A person who makes artworks. Improve. To make something better than before. Avenue. A wide street in a city. Scientist. A person who studies science. Architect. A person who designs buildings. Inventor. A person who makes something new.